From the studios of Extreme Sports in Hastings, Nebraska, we present Huddle Up, a great way to start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need, interesting interviews, and friendly conversation from two guys that go together like Scooby and Shaggy. Mike Will and Tyson Havronic.
Yep, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports. Welcome to a Thursday, the 5th day of February for 2026. Off we go. Mike Will and Tyson Havronic, ready to get your day started the right way. All of your news, weather, and sports that you need to get out the door here this morning. Among the things we're going to be discussing today, the Nebraska women's basketball team, they lost to 8th-ranked Michigan, 88-76 last night in Ann Arbor. So Nebraska now 16-7 in the season. They're 5-7 in the conference. They'll get ready to face another ranked opponent this weekend as they welcome in 22nd ranked Maryland to PBA. Tip-off on Saturday will be at 1 on BTN. Dayton Raiola, the younger brother of former Nebraska quarterback Dylan Raiola, has signed his intent. We'll tell you where he is going here in just a few minutes. Hastings College women's basketball team picking up a big win over Midland last night, 103-60 at Lynn Farrell Arena. Hastings College men's basketball team, they scored the most points of the season. They scored 92 last night, and they beat Midland by the score of 92-79 to break a 4-game losing streak. Hastings College softball team opening the season today down in Kansas City against Avila. Reagan Galloway of Hastings has been named the Women's Wrestler of the Week in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. The Nebraska Kearney football team has announced the names of 33 high school seniors that will be joining the Lopers this fall. We'll take a peek here this morning. Some high school basketball coming up tonight. They got the exhibition race for a NASCAR run last night. The Clash at Bowman Gray in North Carolina had to put up with weather, sleet. They had cold temperatures, but a first-time winner on the circuit was the guy who was finished first last night. All that and more is coming up this morning as you wake up with Mike and Tyson here on Huddle Up.
All that and more.
Yeah, all that and more.
Upsets in college basketball last night.
We'll talk about that too.
Some big upsets. Portland had the first one since 1968, and then Izzo goes down. So plenty to get to here on the show. I got to start. I guess I got to ask. I didn't get to watch the Bowman Gray thing. I was working last night down at the brewery. We had the women's basketball game on instead. I saw a lot of Facebook comments, mainly from your family, that was like basically saying that this was a clown show and this was apparently a joke. Yesterday was the impression that I was getting scrolling through comments. What happened?
Well, I was doing basketball, obviously, so I'm getting it secondhand as well. Number one, they're running NASCAR Cup cars on a track that is a quarter of a mile, which is very, very, very small. The people that have been at Cam Raceway in Hastings,
it's 1/8 mile.
You put two of those together.
Yep.
And that's what they were running 20-some-odd cars on last night. So it was like go-karts, like little bumper cars running around the track. Then they had to put up with rain halfway through the event. It didn't rain. Sleet fell. It was 32 degrees out. And sleet began falling, so they had to pull the cars in and put rain tires on. And then they weren't equipped with the windshield wipers. They didn't have that set up on this series of cars.
Oh, Jesus.
So they went out, and nobody could see. So then they had to pull them back in again, and it went on and on and on and on and on. Finally, Fox had to break away.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they had to break away because the race was running so damn long.
Oh, my God.
That they had to break away and put it on, like, FS2 last night.
Like an app?
Yeah, so that pissed off everybody else that was watching the race. And, yeah, it was a clown show. Once again, like I said last week, like I said yesterday, get this race out of Bowman Gray. It's in North Carolina. You're trying to schedule this race in February. The chances of you hitting great weather in North Carolina, I know traditionally it's probably not as cold.
I was going to say, disarming hands here, North Carolina isn't traditionally known to be a winter haven. So.
No. And you're going to have weather issues. And this year they had snow. They had 12 inches of snow. And then the aftermath of it, they had to shovel out the stadium. The track was dry to start with, and then they had sleet, and it was a mess. Get this race back in a warm weather climate. Bowman Gray hosted the Clash for the second consecutive year this year. It's been held at Daytona International Speedway for 43 years. From its inception in 1979 all the way through 2021, they moved it for 3 seasons to a temporary track inside the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum.
Oh, God.
Which I thought was a joke. And then they moved it to Bowman Gray for 2 years that I think is a joke. Get this thing back to Daytona or a warm weather climate. It's February, folks. What the hell are you thinking?
It's February, folks.
God.
I want that to be a sound clip. Shaner, get on it. I want it's February, folks. What the hell are you thinking?
Well, what are you thinking? Yeah, the historic deal of Bowman Gray, the stadium. But run that. If you want to run a race there, run a all-star race in the middle of the season like in July.
Sure.
You don't try to run a race in February in North Carolina. What the hell are they thinking?
Again, it doesn't typically snow in North Carolina. That's an anomaly. But
it was historic snowfall. I know that.
Yes.
But there's better venues than Bowman Gray for this race. They ran it for 43 years, for God's sake, at Daytona. What the hell they change it for? NASCAR is trying to get too cute. And now, this year, we're going all back. You know, we're changing the playoff system back to what it was. We're doing this back to what it was. We're doing this back to what it was. Well, here's another one. Change the Clash, the Busch Clash, whatever you want to call it, the Budweiser Shootout, whatever you want to call it. Change it back to Daytona. The week before the Daytona 500, you run the race. Teams are already in Daytona. They can hang around for the week. Get ready for the Daytona 500 the following week. That makes too much sense. I'm sorry that I'm going off on this, but that was a clown show. That was a clown show last night with the race at Bowman Gray. Welcome to the start of another circus.
Good morning. It's Thursday, and we got that off our chest. I didn't know we were going to get that fired up about it.
Well, you brought it up.
First of all, it's preseason, so
yeah, it's an exhibition race.
Potato. Second of all, get windshield wipers on your cars. Third
Okay,
of all,
here's the lowdown. Weather dramatically disrupted the 200-lap event. And NASCAR called a break just after the halfway point because it began sleeting over the stadium. NASCAR ordered cars to the pits to put on wet weather Goodyear tires, and the cars returned to the track with the designated tires, but many drivers complained of visibility issues between the sleet and the glare of the lights.
You ever tried to drive in sleet? It's not fun.
The cars briefly returned to the pits. The sleet stopped. They went back out on the wet track. But as soon as the race went green, they had mishaps. Denny Hamlin slid into pole sitter Kyle Larson, and Kyle Busch was also collected in the race. From there, it was spin after spin after spin after spin. Naturally, you're racing on a track that just had sleet fall, so it was slick. Mm-hmm. The race dragged on so long that the cars began running out of gas. And Fox's allotted broadcast window expired, forcing the last 35 laps of the race to be aired on cable TV. NASCAR allowed the cars to go back to the pits for fuel. At the same time, coverage left Fox. The race ranked as one of the coldest in NASCAR history, with temperatures hovering around the freezing mark. And then it dropped when sleet began to fall. God. Welcome to the circus.
At some point, you got to have you got to be able to read the room, right? Read the radar. You have a bomb cyclone that went over your racetrack like 3 days before you were supposed to get these events underway. Also, the weather forecast didn't really look great. You had a window, but it was shut pretty tightly. I just think it was a complete mismanagement system into the severity of the weather system. I don't think they took any, a little snow shower, and then we'll get this sweep right up. No, you had a bomb cyclone. Okay?
NASCAR's thinking they're bigger than the weather. We can do this. We can pull this off.
The last time Nebraska had a bomb cyclone was in 2019. Shit flooded. It was one of the historically worst weather systems that we've ever had. And I know this because the bomb cyclone dropped right on Broken Bow, and I was doing my morning show at the time. You can't. You got to be able to admit defeat on Mother Nature. Sometimes she's just going to win, especially when you have an open air sport that relies on traction and visibility.
I bet they don't go back there next year.
You weren't going to win that. You weren't going to win that battle.
Anyway, the guy who came out on top last night.
Yes.
In case you missed it, if you missed it last night, either A, you went to bed because the race was running too damn late, or B, you didn't have the proper channels to follow the last 35 laps of the race. Ryan Priest won the race last night.
Let's go.
Priest ran only 2 races in 2022. Mm-hmm. He spent the next 2 seasons with Stewart Haas Racing, but was out of his seat when that team folded after the 2024 season. He was picked up by RFK Racing.
Yeah.
That's a team that was co-owned by fellow driver Brad Kozlowski ahead of the 2025 season. And now arguably he's one of the top performers for the organization. In 223 starts since 2015, Priest has 30 top 10 finishes, but this was his first actual win, although it was an exhibition race last night. We heard from Ryan Priest in the winner's circle last night.
I don't even know what to say. To be honest with you, it's been a long road, and it's the Clash, but man, it's just been years and years of grinding, and I'm just super thankful for Brad Keselowski, Kroger, Coca-Cola, all our partners, BAM, Break Open the Pappy, and Jack Roush, the Fenway Group. 2 years ago, I didn't think I was going to have a job. I thought I was going back to Connecticut, and I'm just super emotional.
Priest says he battled adversity to get to the front of the pack last night.
Yeah, we had a really good car, and I felt like we were fighting adversity all day, trying to come from the back, and, we got a lot of good spots, and when we were putting rain tires on, man, this is as much of a mental game as it is anything, and I felt pretty beat up, so, we had a couple restarts go our way, and then before you know it, you're in the front 2 rows, and then the claws just come out, so, I can't thank, Kroger, Coca-Cola, all our partners, every single one, Celsius, Tad Geschecter and Jody Geschecter and BAM Marketing, and I'm just I'm speechless, man. That last 2 laps, I'm speechless.
Yeah, and there you go. Ryan Priest, he got his sponsors in a couple of times.
Cringe. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be that guy. That's a preseason race. That really counts for nothing, right? In terms of the overall standings, in terms of the grand picture, that you don't get any points for that.
No.
So,
but it's an emotional win.
I guess.
All right.
Clearly. Wow.
Ryan Priest.
Fun facts. I'm not 1,000% certain. When he said he was like, "Oh, thought I was gonna lose my seat last year or 2 years ago or whatever." Yeah, but here's the thing. So in the NASCAR game, he's whose seat I took over when I got called up to the show. I took over his seat at RFK Racing, so I was very familiar with Ryan Priest, because I drive his Kroger car.
What are you talking about?
We got 3 Kroger reads in. 4.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's the car. That's the car that I took over in the NASCAR game.
Yeah,
I got his seat, so I'm very familiar with the car and with his driving style.
Anyway, right. Enough on that. Enough on Bowman Gray. The exhibition race last night goes to Ryan Priest, and now they move on. Daytona, the official kickoff for the NASCAR season will be next weekend. Daytona
Not
500.
all cars were going to run out of gas. Oh, we got a conspiracy going.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
It started with Larson, then Elliott. They have one team in common. Gibbs cars were fine in fuel per the scanner. No, don't start.
No, don't start on that.
Preseason conspiracy. It's a preseason race.
Yeah, this is like NFL football.
Down.
This is like NFL football, watching preseason games, and everybody gets fired up.
There's no reason to.
Anyway, Bowman Gray, put that in the file.
Shit show.
College basketball last night, you mentioned it. The biggest upset last night was Gonzaga going down.
Right.
Portland beat number 6 Gonzaga last night, 87-80. They had an injured head coach. Evidently, they've had sickness on the team and so many injuries that just a couple of days before this game, their head coach, Shante Leggins, actually had to practice with the team.
Oh, my God.
Playing on the scout team, and he tore his Achilles tendon.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so he was on like a knee scooter thing on the sidelines coaching last night, and his team upset Gonzaga 87-80. The victory ended the Pilots' 30-game losing streak against top 10 teams.
Yep.
Well, the Bulldogs lost to a team with a losing record for the first time since January 22nd of 2011, ending a streak of 141 straight wins, according to ESPN research. So a big upset last night. Portland beating number 6 Gonzaga 87-80. Pilots are now 11-14 on the season. They're 4-8 in the West Coast Conference, which I've never even heard of.
WCC, baby.
Yeah. The Bulldogs of Gonzaga now 22-2. They're 10-1 in their conference.
What do you mean you've never heard of the West Coast Conference?
Well,
that's where Gonzaga and St. Mary come from.
I know.
Okay. They have.
It's not one of the major conferences.
I'd argue Gonzaga and St. Mary's have made it pretty relevant. But first win against the top 10 team for Portland since 1968. Good on him.
Wow.
I didn't know about the coach story. That's wild.
Yeah. He was on like a little knee scooter thing. on the sidelines last night.
God.
Had to practice with a team because they didn't have the players.
Oh, my God.
He was on the scout team. Tore his Achilles tendon.
Did you imagine getting like a call like that from Hastings College? Hey, Mike, you got Shaner around, or can you maybe fill in at the forward? We don't have enough guys for practice tonight. Like, could you imagine having to fill that role?
Coach just says, I'll do it. So anyway, that's one upset in college basketball last night. You mentioned Michigan State. They lost.
Yeah.
Michigan State, the number 10 rated team. They lost to Minnesota last night, 76-73. Wait, there's more. BYU, the number 16 rated team. They lost to Oklahoma State last night, 99-92. So 3 ranked teams going down last night in college basketball.
Kind of get the feeling, good night to be off of the action. It was ended up being a great week for the bye week, not only for Nebraska to get healthy and to get right and to get everybody back to full strength, but last night's action was kind of upset special, and we've traditionally kind of played in the Wednesday time slot. So good night to get away for the Husker hoops.
Yeah, bye week. Couple of other notes. Former NFL head coach Frank Reich.
Oh, yeah?
He's been named the offensive coordinator of the New York Jets. He becomes the 12th different play caller for the Jets in the last 16 years. Now, if the name sounds familiar, Frank Reich has head coaching experience in the NFL. He was with the Indianapolis Colts from 2018 to 2022. He served as the head coach of the Carolina Panthers in 2023. He inherits one of the worst offenses in the NFL. A unit that's got obviously a gaping hole at quarterback. Who in the hell is going to quarterback this offense? The Jets finished 29th in scoring this year and 29th in the league in total yards.
It's not very good.
Here's a job for you, Frank Reich. I know you've probably been out of coaching now for a couple of years. How would you like to be the offensive coordinator of the New York Jets?
Cha-ching.
Yeah.
I'll go call plays for a year and get fired. It's cool.
Reich and head coach Aaron Glenn have no prior coaching experience together.
I like that combo, though.
But they were teammates.
Yeah.
They were teammates on the 1996 New York Jets team.
Yep.
They recorded the worst record in franchise history that year.
Hey.
As a duo, they were 1-15. Reich started 7 games that year as a replacement for the injured Neil O'Donnell.
Oh, God.
I'm bringing it out today, aren't we?
You're bringing up some mid-'90s nostalgia. This is back from the old school green.
Remember Neil O'Donnell?
I do. Very
Frank
briefly.
Reich, Neil O'Donnell back there?
I have kind of a working knowledge of the mid-'90s Jets because, growing up as a Bills fan, and we've been in this division.
Yeah, evidently Frank Reich interviewed in 2015 for the New York Jets head coaching job. He was bypassed that year for Todd Bowles. We know how that happened and what happened after that. So anyway, the New York Jets, I know we got some Jets fans in the lobby this morning. You've got a new offensive coordinator. It's good old Frank Reich is coming on. He's going to be calling plays for you next season.
I don't hate it. I think that's a pretty good combo in terms of some chemistry there. I think that could work. I mean, Glenn's a defensive guy.
You're still dealing with a roster that
I know.
The Jets' defense has been pretty good. The Jets' offense has been horrible.
I don't think that it's a coaching issue. It's a player personnel issue. It's a front management issue. You gotta you got to be able to give these guys time to pan out, and you got to be able to go aggressively attack the free agency. And this team in the New York market, mind you, has continued to fail to do that. They've been the lovable losers for since I can remember. But I wouldn't put any losses moving forward on the coaching. I think they can develop these guys, so it'll be all on the management, the front office decisions on the personnel they bring in terms of the success. I like that combo. Let's see. Tammy Schleicher, Reichen could fill in. I think we're talking about the basketball practices. Basketball practices where coach
could fill in.
It's 4th grade champ.
402-834-1330. Speaking of that, 402-834-1330. That's the Hamilton Telecommunications fan line today. We got lots of time to talk to you, so if you'd like to chat with us, either something that's on your mind, sports-related, something we've talked about so far today, maybe something that's non-sports related you want to bitch about this morning? Yeah, give us a call. You can do that, or you can leave us a message on our social media sites. We'll get to those comments as well.
We had cell phone in fast food restaurant guy yesterday.
Yeah, that still pissed me off. Guy who was talking on his cell phone at my taco stand the entire lunch hour on his speakerphone to his, I assume that it was his wife, maybe his girlfriend. I know everything about this guy. God. Anyway, you got something you'd like to get off of your mind, give us a call. Love to chat with you here today. Nathaniel Hackett, before we get to our news break.
Sure.
Another coaching move here. Nathaniel Hackett.
Mm-hmm.
Remember him?
Well, he didn't hack it.
No, he spent last season as a defensive analyst for the Green Bay Packers.
Mm-hmm.
He's been... Oh, imagine this. He's been the New York Jets offensive coordinator for 2 seasons. 2023, 2024, he was the Denver Broncos head coach in 2022. Yes. Well, now he's joining Mike LaFleur as Arizona's offensive coordinator. Of course, Mike LaFleur is the brother of Green Bay Packers head coach Matt LaFleur. So Nathaniel Hackett was on Matt LaFleur's staff at Green Bay last year. When Mike takes over in Arizona now, he probably calls his big brother and says, hey, you got any coaches that you'd like to get rid of?
Huh.
You got any coaches you'd like to get rid of?
Sure, that's exactly how that conversation happened.
We got a lot of openings because I'm now the head coach at Arizona, and I need
any trash you want dumped out?
Yeah, anybody you're looking to get rid of on your staff?
Fat you want trimmed?
And he says, oh, yeah, I got this Nathaniel Hackett guy. He's been my defensive analyst here for the past couple of years. We need to shit can him. Hey, I'll take him.
Or he deserves a promotion, but he's not going to get it. I don't know.
I'll take him.
Come on.
I'll take him. I'm going to make him my offensive coordinator.
Don't be so hard on Nathaniel Hackett.
He was not a very good coach.
He can hack it. Give him the right personnel, he can hack it.
Remember, he was a head coach of Denver?
Mm-hmm.
He was not a good head coach.
I don't care. I liked them Denver years.
I liked them, too, because they were losers.
Right.
Yeah, for that fact, I like Nathaniel Hackett as the head coach of the Denver Broncos. He was a loser. Looked in the mirror every morning when he got up and said, like you do.
Did he get a year with Tebow or not?
God, was that the year that Tim Tebow?
Well, Tim Tebow was there for a lot of. They won a playoff game
with Nathaniel Hackett.
I want to think they had a good year.
You can look into that during the.
I'm gonna chat GPT that. Do not have a direct significant relationship. Head coach 2022. Tim Tebow. In the 2010-2011 seasons, I was 10 years off.
What year is that?
I was 10 years away from their partnership. Here we go.
So they didn't cross paths?
Nathaniel Hackett was the head coach of the Denver Broncos in 2022. Tim Tebow played for the Denver Broncos during the 2010 and 2011 seasons. Did he coach him?
Oh, jeez. Like we know what the hell is going
I
on.
can't remember.
Oh, here's something good. Tammy's chimed in with us on the social media sites. Evidently, the McCook High School and junior high yesterday were locked down because a cow wandered onto the property. So they locked the school down because a cow got out.
Lock the school down for a cow.
And they locked the damn school down.
It's McCook. Like, all these kids have seen one before. They probably own several.
No, but a cow evidently got out surrounding McCook senior high school. And the school got locked down like there was there was danger outside.
I'm listening to what you're saying, Big Poppy.
A cow just comes strolling up on the school property, and we're going to lock this baby down. We got to keep the kids safe.
Central Community College rodeo team saves the day. Probably got called out.
Got the cow.
Got the cow. What a day! What an absolute! Could you imagine coming to? Oh, what'd you do to school today? Well, we were on lockdown, and like the panic that would immediately set in their kids. How were we not notified? How come we didn't get notified of this lock? Oh, it's just a cow.
A cow wandered into the
Present
property.
and immediate danger from a cow.
Evidently, they locked down the school there in McCook. God, that's good stuff.
Oh man,
That's good stuff. Here's Tim Stroman. He's chiming in on Hackett.
Hate Hackett.
Hate Hackett.
He can hack it. Chief New O'Donnell, LOL. He is famous for Super Bowl 30 when his favorite receiver was Dallas Cowboys' Larry Allen. Oh boy.
All right.
That was back when O'Donnell was a Patriot. Or no, excuse me, Steeler.
You don't know. You might be 10 years off.
That was a Steeler Cowboys clash.
Rolling along here. Some good stuff today, though, so far.
Are you kidding me? A cow?
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that cow. That's great. That's good stuff there. We bring out the very best in people here on this show. How in the hell do you close down school because there was a cow outside?
Like, I kind of want to call up to McCook and get the full story.
Yeah, you know anybody out there?
Like, I do, actually. I know several.
We could call somebody on the show.
I bet I have a good person in mind that would do this tomorrow.
No, we'll do it today. Call him up.
I can't get him. I can't call.
Why can't you?
Because this is an incoming call line only.
No, it's not. You can call out. If your phone's like my phone, you can call out.
It's not.
It's not.
My phone's a computer.
Oh, what's his number? I can call him.
I'm going to give you his number on the air. How about we do our news and sports break, and then I will text him and see if he can call in.
Or he could call in.
That's right. That's what I'm going to do.
Or you could text me his number, and then I could call him from here. All right, I just want to talk about this cow. 7:34. Waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. It's up on Extreme Sports for a Thursday. Good morning.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
Hastings Fire and Rescue responded to a structure fire at Brewery Loft Apartments yesterday. Firefighters evacuated the building, assisting multiple residents in the evacuation process. 2 adults and 2 juveniles were transported to Mary-Lanning Healthcare for further evaluation due to smoke inhalation. Firefighters were on scene until about 11:30 in the morning. Officials have determined the fire was arson. The subsequent investigation led to the arrest of 1 adult male and 1 juvenile, both residents of Hastings. Damages are estimated at about $5,000. Well, about 7,800 gallons of diluted plant floor wastewater has spilled from a pump failure near JBS plant in Hall County. The company quickly contained the spill, deployed cleanup crews, and is working with state regulators to monitor the nearby ditch and downstream waterways. Early observation indicates that fish have not been affected, and ongoing monitoring will continue until the cleanup is complete. About 50 to 300 Lincoln Southeast High School students walked out of class yesterday in protest of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement operations in Minnesota, sparking protests across the country. The walkout was not school-sponsored, but administrators say students have the right to protest as long as they aren't disruptive. Lincoln police were on scene to help ensure safety. This is, of course, after a student was hit by a vehicle at a similar protest last week in Fremont. We have a news update on that as Fremont police say 6 people were cited following that protest-related incident. When a pedestrian was hit by an SUV, 1 adult was cited for criminal mischief and disorderly conduct, and 5 juveniles were cited for charges including leaving the scene of a personal injury accident, obstructing an officer, theft, and disorderly conduct. The student was taken to a hospital. It is coming up on 7:37. We'll head back over to the East Side Studios. Mike, what's going on in sports?
Well, the Nebraska women's basketball team lost to 8th-ranked Michigan, 88-76 last night in Ann Arbor. Wolverines outscored the Huskers 9-2 in the final 3 minutes and 30 seconds of the game. Brent Prince and Amaya Hargrove had 16 points apiece. Nebraska is now 16-7 in the season, 5-7 in the conference. They'll play host to number 22 Maryland on Saturday. Tip-off of the game will be at 1 on BTN. Dayton Raiola, the younger brother of former Nebraska quarterback Dylan Raiola, has signed with Oregon and will play tight end for the Ducks. Dylan transferred to Oregon in January after spending 2 seasons with the Huskers, so brotherly love. They're together again out in Oregon. Nebraska will see the Raiolas this season as the Huskers travel to Eugene to face the Ducks on October the 17th. Hastings College women's basketball team beat Midland University 103-60 last night at Lynn Farrell Arena. The Broncos hit 50% of their field goals in the game, including 8 of 17 from three-point range, and Bose hit 4 three-pointers. She finished with 23 points. She had missed the 2 previous games with an injury. Jocelyn Miller came off of the bench to score 14 points. McKenna Yates, Bailey Kissinger had 13 points apiece. Hastings is now 17-7 in the season, 13-5 in the conference. They'll play host to Waldorf coming up on Saturday. Hastings College men's basketball team, they beat Midland last night 92-79. The Broncos hit 61% of their field goals in the game, including 11 of 20 from long range. The 92 points is the most that Hastings has scored all season long. Ben Boudreau hit 5 three-pointers. He had 26 points. Deron Hall had 17. Maverick Binder had 16. Micah Heinrichs had 14. Hastings is now 6-18 in the season, 5-11 in the conference. They'll play Waldorf on Saturday at Lynn Farrell Arena. Hastings College softball team will open up the season today in Kansas City against Avila. The Broncos finished 22-22 last season, 10-12 in the conference. And Reagan Galloway of Hastings has been named the Women's Wrestler of the Week in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Galloway went 5-1 last week, including 2 first-period pins over top 10 opponents. That's a check in your sports headlines. It's 7:39 now in Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Thursday is the warmest day of the week and the day we've all been looking forward to, folks. We'll see highs in the mid-60s today with plenty of sunshine. We will have to tolerate a little bit of breezy conditions today. Northwest winds 10 to 15, gusting to 25 miles per hour. That'll carry through on Friday and Saturday as well. But Friday will be a little cooler. We'll drop back to the low to mid-50s. That'll be the same on Saturday, but 60s return Sunday and Monday. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, we're in the 40s and 50s.
As you wake up, get going this morning, west winds at 11. It's cloudy It's 33 in Hastings at
Hi guys, this is Justin Consrick with Adam Marshall Land and Auction. Just want to talk to you about how we do things. I talk to farmers every day. A lot of guys just want a simple, honest way to sell equipment. That's why I work with Adam Marshall Land and Auction. We know the equipment, we know the buyers. We run real auctions with no buyer's fees, which brings in more bidders and stronger results. From one machine to the full lineup, we handle marketing, the details, the sales start to finish. We're just real people with real auctions, real results. If you're thinking about auctioning equipment, reach out and give me a call at 308-991-5429.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
The key to a thriving community is a good foundation. And for over 75 years, Hastings Federal Credit Union has been building and supporting Hastings and the surrounding areas, providing the support for new cars to keep you on the road, new homes to give you a place to land, or help with whatever life throws your way. With easy access via online banking or our mobile app, it's never been easier to have your financial dreams at your fingertips. Come see us at Hastings Federal Credit Union to start your banking journey today.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home, see the professionals at North Shore Real Estate of Hastings. Real estate is one of the largest and most exciting investments you can make, and the folks at North Shore Real Estate are here to make sure the process is a fun and rewarding one. They serve Hastings, Harvard, Blue Hill, Kennesaw, and several other communities within a 35-mile radius of Hastings. They'll give you the guidance and support you need throughout the entire buying or selling experience. Give them a call at 402-461-6930 or stop in at 100 North Shore Drive in Hastings. North Shore Real Estate. Excellent agents, outstanding results.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at
NASCAR fans, it's time to put your race knowledge to the test. Welcome to the Extreme Sports Fantasy NASCAR League. Pick your drivers, score points every week, and climb the leaderboard as the season heats up. Create your own league to battle your friends, or join the official Extreme Sports League and compete with fans everywhere. Want into the Extreme Sports League? Email info@x-streamsports.com. Ready to race? Sign up today at x-streamsports.com/fantasy.
All right, Mike Wells, Science Center Veronica with you. It's a Thursday morning. You're listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports. First half of the show, talked a lot about Bowman Gray and the NASCAR race last night. The exhibition race, Ryan Priest came out the victor last night. Let's see who else was in the top. Blah, blah, blah. It was William Byron. He finished second last night.
Okay.
Followed by Ryan Blaney, Daniel Suarez, and Denny Hamlin. So there you go. Your exhibition race is in the books. The NASCAR season officially gets underway next week with the Daytona 500. We've got you in our NASCAR Fantasy League this year.
That's right.
So don't forget, you need to get your picks in by next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday. Not this week. This Sunday is a Super Bowl.
Is it Sunday, or do you have to get them in before qualifying?
You got to get it in before qualifying.
And is that Saturday?
I think it is. Just get him in during the week. Yeah, just get him in during the week. So put that on your schedule for next week.
We'll talk more fantasy NASCAR next week. I do want to double back and put the finishing touches on this McCook story.
Oh, the cow that wandered on the school property.
The cow that wandered on the school property.
Yeah.
My source in McCook is a little busy. He also runs a morning show on a McCook radio station in Coyote Country. Josh Keenports, but he's a little busy. He'd be an entertaining person to just get on the show in general, just to chat about the industry with. He's a hilarious guy. So we'll work on that. But
he's doing his morning show, so he can't get on with us.
He has the Snooze Busters morning show also at this
Doesn't
hour,
he
so.
know that Mike and Tyson are calling from Huddle Up? And when we call and want you on the show, you drop everything that you're doing and you get onto the show.
I shot him a text. I'm like, hey, can you go on commercial break for like 5 minutes and call? And he said, no, we're a little busy. But they started off their show today with the Twister clip, "We got cows." So kudos to them. McCook police responded to reports of a loose cow, initiating a precautionary security lockdown at the local school. Officers arrived to find the animal had moved on to the McCook High School tennis court.
No.
And both the junior and high school were placed on a secure status, confining students and staff indoors while keeping a cow outside. Police headed towards the cow, herded the cow, towards Red Willow County Fairgrounds, where the owner eventually regained control with the assistance of the McCook Community College rodeo team and fairground staff. The animal was eventually transported back to the barn. Thankfully... Of course, we have to put this in the story, right? No injuries.
God.
were reported.
No injuries reported. No one was at risk.
Nobody was
But they
injured.
locked the damn school down because a cow wandered onto the school property.
You stay in, he stays out. Can cows get aggressive? I don't know.
I'm sure they can.
I've never seen an aggressive cow.
I was more concerned about the cow going onto the tennis court.
What if it dropped like a cow pie on the tennis court?
That's what I mean. You don't want the cow to take a big old dump out there on the tennis court.
That's not a good sign for your spring season.
So anyway, that's the latest news from McCook. Thanks to Tammy for giving us a tip on that. We got to give her the News Tip of the Month award.
I typically don't venture that far out for news in the morning.
Oh, if there's stuff like that, we want to hear about that.
That was classic. That's good stuff.
The Nebraska Kearney football team
UNK
has announced the names of 33 high school seniors that will be joining the Lopers this fall.
Oh, wow.
List includes wide receiver Cannon Allen of Aurora.
Wow. Good for him.
Oh, he's a good basketball player, too.
Oh, he's just a stud.
I thought that he would play basketball, but evidently not. Cannon Allen of Aurora is signed with the Lopers. They're also getting 3 guys from Kearney. John Florell, who's a linebacker, athlete, Cole Larson, and defensive lineman Zach Wolf of Kearney, all signing with the Lopers. This group of 33 high school seniors includes 19 kids from Nebraska, and then the remaining 13 players from 7 different states, including Florida, Georgia, Kansas, North Dakota, Missouri, Texas, and Wyoming. So kudos to the UNK football staff putting together sounds like a pretty good recruiting class. 33 high school seniors. They've got 3 plucked out of the Millard South football team. So that's good things happening with UNK. High school basketball. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I was hoping for Division II for Cannon. I got to see him up close and personal a couple of different times. Obviously, with the stint over at GI and Northwest and Aurora rivalry, I've seen him on the court. I've seen him on the football field. Got to see him up close from the sideline, and just one of those athletes. Like, it was kind of teetering. I'm like, if we could get some muscle and get a little build, maybe D1, but certainly worthy of a shot in D2. So glad to see him go in D2. He's a hell of a kid, even better, like just overall human being. So, good kid.
High school basketball tonight. Kearney Catholic girls will play at Adams Central. Patriots picking up the big win over St. Cecilia earlier in the week, and now they'll try to ramp up their Catholic week, so to speak, with a victory over Kearney Catholic tonight. Tip-off will be at 7 at the Patriots gym. It'll be just a girls-only affair tonight. Tomorrow night, going to have Hastings St. Cecilia hosting Lincoln Lutheran. Girls' game will be at 6, so the boys will follow at 7:30. We'll have the action tomorrow from the Chapman Gym here on Extreme Sports, beginning with a pregame show at 5:45. Don't know how this happened, but I got today basically off as far as
wow
play-by-play is concerned.
Look at you go.
Well, I noticed the weather forecast today, highs in the... Did you hear Tim? Highs in the mid-60s today?
My guy, yes.
Yeah, so I saw this coming down the pike last week, and I thought, hell, let's just take Thursday off for play-by-play.
You need one, dude.
65. I'm going to get the lawnmower out today.
Other than, like, this, you get Sunday off, but, God, you've been grinding.
Yeah, this time of the year.
Season.
This time of the year is about every night.
It's like high school.
Which I don't mind.
Then we jump to college, then we go back to high school, and then jump to college. And
yeah, I don't mind.
I'm impressed. Like, you keep all that stuff straight. I
wouldn't call it straight. You ever seen this office? I wouldn't say I'm not organized. I wouldn't say I'm the most organized person in the world, but somehow we get everything on the air. So anyway, that's good.
I remember the few mornings as our careers developed, and you would be coming back home late from the GPAC games, and I think you had kind of a rule. You're like, if it's after midnight, Tyson's going to come in and do my morning show for me and do the sport. And I remember going into your office and going, okay,
where's this?
Where do we start? There's piles everywhere. But, no, good for you, man.
All right. Let's see. What else was I going to bring up? God, that cow story is really...
It's derailed your entire show.
Derailed my entire thought process today.
Why is Dayton going to Oregon?
Oh, I want to bring that up. Your thoughts on that?
Why is he following his brother?
Everybody kind of thought that was going to be the case, that the Rayolas would get together in Oregon.
Sure.
Obviously, Dylan is out there now. They've got a quarterback ahead of Dylan, so Dayton was not going to play quarterback. So now he's going to be a tight end for the Ducks.
Oh, wow. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, they're going to move him to tight end. Dylan will be out there, and then the main guy out there from last year. His name kind of escapes me right now, but yeah, they'll have two quarterbacks, and then Dayton is going out there as a tight end. And Nebraska will get to see the Rayolas, brotherly love, out there on October the 17th when Nebraska plays in Eugene against the Ducks.
What kind of build do you have to be able to be like, oh, I want to play quarterback, but I guess I'll settle for tight end?
They must going to be beefing him up a little bit.
Yeah, obviously. Like, I saw him in film. I mean, because, you said tight end. That surprises the hell out of me because his early film was kind of short and scrawny. Didn't really have that build of a person that's going to go out and contain on a run block or disengage to go out on a passing route. We'll see. I could be proved wrong. I frequently am. So,
and having Dayton out there at tight end, you can do a number of things with him.
Well, we tried to experiment that with Heinrich, and we
that experiment really didn't work too well.
I think it could have, but we implemented it at weird times. It was like 2nd and 1. Well, what do you think we're going to call with Heinberg in the ball game? Like, the defenses were able to pick up on it. We didn't disguise it enough, I thought, moving forward. So, yeah, that system could work for the Ducks. I want to focus on tomorrow for the show.
What about tomorrow?
It's Friday.
Yep.
You know what that means.
Blazing 5.
Have you opened up the prop sheet yet?
Nope. I'm going to do that today. It's on my agenda.
There's some good ones. Like, there's some really good prop bets that I'm anxiously looking forward to.
Who's singing the national anthem?
Oh, God. Isn't it Billy Joe Armstrong?
There's always a prop bet on how long the
Does that
Super
sound
Bowl's
right?
going to go.
No,
I don't know.
The anthem.
Yeah, the national anthem. There's a prop bet. There's a time for the national anthem.
Oh, it's Charlie Puth.
Who? Charlie Pride?
Charlie. No.
I don't know. Is Charlie Pride still? No, he can't still be alive.
No way he's alive.
Yeah, no way he's alive.
Charlie Puth.
Who the hell is Charlie Puth?
You turn on Top 40 radio just once. He'll be on there at some point in the hour. He's a pop star.
Pop stars, so
we don't listen to pop. I know.
So I gotta get the time on the national anthem. I always kind of like to bet that. Then you can bet the tail or the heads and tails, the flip of the coin. That's an easy one to bet.
What is the typical national anthem? Isn't it like over-unders on 2 minutes?
Well, yeah, it varies depending on how you sing the national anthem. You could just belt it out and get it done, or you could carry on and hold the notes and pause and yeah, there's various ways you can sing the national anthem.
I'm going to get you some research before you go into your research. The national anthem at the Super Bowl typically lasts between 90 seconds and 2 minutes and 30 seconds, with the average roughly at 1 minute and 56 seconds. This has typically been used for the over-under betting. Notable performances range from Neil Diamond's 1 minute and 2 second performance.
Yeah, see, he just belted it out.
He was in and out. 1987.
Yeah, Neil Diamond sang the national anthem.
Neil Diamond sang the national anthem in 1987. Alicia Keys, 2 minutes and 36 seconds.
See, she
carried on.
Yeah, she carried on hers. So who's this guy?
Charlie Puth, top 40 singer.
Oh, I think that's going to be a tough one.
Probably going to have a piano.
Yeah, he might be. I don't know what the over-unders are yet, but I like betting that.
I'd stick him in the average 150, 155 vocal range.
Yeah, jeez.
God, we're analyzing singers and national anthem links.
Well,
I
that's
love it,
what
but I
you
can't
do on
wait.
the Super Bowl.
Oh, it
Super
is.
Bowl props.
It is absolutely what you do on Super Bowl weekend.
Because you can bet it about 8 jillion different ways.
Now, the question. You doing a Super Bowl party on Sunday?
I don't know what we're doing Sunday.
6:30 start.
I haven't been around long enough this week.
Just no kidding, right?
No, I haven't talked to my wife and the bookkeeper and the powers to be. I don't know what we're doing for the Super Bowl.
I'm just going to make my annual argument that there's no reason to have this on Sunday. Like, I get depressed about Super Bowl Sunday because I can't have a proper Super Bowl party and then have to function on Monday morning.
No, we're not off Monday.
I know we're not off Monday, and I wasn't going to beg for it. I wasn't going to ask for it, but I was just like, hey, if we want to go hard in the paint and we want to take Monday morning off, I wouldn't hate it. So we could.
If you had a team that was playing in the Super Bowl, I might consider it.
Sure.
And certainly, if the Kansas City Chiefs are playing in the Super Bowl,
because you came back on the Monday after the Super Bowl last, and you were not happy. We needed to have a therapy session.
But since we don't have a dog in the fight, so to speak,
we really shouldn't have to go that hard.
No, we shouldn't have to go that hard. In fact, I don't even know if I'm going to watch it. I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
You're going to watch it.
I'll watch it, but I won't be intently involved like I would be if the Chiefs were playing. Hey, by the way, I need to take one more quick break.
Okay.
That's all right. We'll be right back. You're listening to Mike and Tyson. It's Huddle Up on Extreme.
Conant Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Conant Auto Care is here for you.
Hey, this is Mick from Miletta Vista Winery in St. Paul. Just a reminder, winter hours will be Saturdays, 11:30 to 9, January through February. That's just one day a week. But come in for lunch. Homemade soup specials on Saturdays. Stick around for the evening meals that start at 5. And while you're at it, stock up on your favorite wines. Workhorse, Elephant Ear, Cuban Tiger, and more are available at Miletta Vista and wherever great Nebraska wines are sold. Miletta Vista Winery. Good wine, good food. No snow boots required, but we won't judge.
All right, there we go. Just had to pay a bill. Sneak those in, pay a bill.
Softball season gets underway today for the Broncos. They're in Avila in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yep.
Taking on Avila today.
So, yeah, Broncos season gets underway.
1 and 3 o'clock.
Baseball team, they're going to be playing in Louisiana this weekend. Now, see, we've got it figured out. NASCAR evidently doesn't. We begin our season. We go to, I don't know if we're playing indoors down at Kansas City or not, but the weather is going to be nice anyway. But we go to warm weather states to begin our season. Mm-hmm. Nebraska, they got it figured out. The Nebraska baseball team playing in Arizona next weekend. Mm-hmm. We don't go north to begin our season because weather could be a factor.
North Carolina isn't really north.
It's from the headquarters in Daytona Beach.
Christ.
You get what you get. Last night, Bowman Gray, sleet, cold weather, temperatures in the 30s, slick track, mega crashes.
Bomb cyclone.
Caution flags all over the place. Race running late. Last 30 laps, not on the main channel.
Preseason
Race had to be switched to a channel that maybe a lot of people didn't have. NASCAR fans begin the season pissed off because they missed the last 35 laps of the race because it went so damn long. Because we were in a cold weather climate, had problems. You didn't get to hear the victory speech from Ryan Priest, who just won his first race of his career, although it being a preseason race. Didn't count. Exhibition.
Didn't count.
Other than that, it was a good night for NASCAR fans.
Mike Will for NASCAR commissioner. Here.
Somebody needs to be.
Fix it. Good God.
All right, tomorrow we're going to have our Blazing 5.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
That's going to be the
Super Bowl.
Probably going to be the headline of our show tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait.
There's got to be something that pops up, though.
We actually, we haven't even, talked about the Super Bowl all week, so...
No, we haven't.
Really have an entire show's worth of content to drop tomorrow.
Talk about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Super Bowl preview.
Two teams I really don't have an allegiance for.
We don't, but...
I'm going to look for my New England Patriots sweatshirt in my closet, though.
Here's the thing.
I know I've got one.
I know neither of us have an allegiance towards this. I think this is going to be a pretty entertaining football game.
I like New England.
I like the matchup in general. So
I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm on New England.
I'm on the Patriots, baby.
No, I'm all over New England. I love. In fact, I hope the line goes up some more.
I'll take Seattle, just to have a little ebb and flow.
Just to piss me off.
I wouldn't say just to piss you off, just to have a little good cop, bad cop.
Yep. I think the line went up to 4.5 or 5.
Keep going.
4.5 or 5.
We doing a side over under and.
Yep, 3 props. That's what we're doing, Shano. IT guy checking in. I guess he didn't get the memo from earlier in the week. He must not be on the company chat.
Not like we've been talking about it.
Yeah, we've been talking about it all week.
That's all right, Shader.
The game, over, under, and 3 props. That's for your over, under bets for the
Blazing 5.
Blazing 5. So, all right. God, if you missed the show today, this might have been a classic because we didn't have a lot to talk about initially when we got on the show at 7. But as soon as we heard that there was a cow that wandered onto the school property at McCook that forced a shutdown yesterday.
Kind of locked down the show.
Boy, the show took off from there. Yeah, this show took off like wonders when we heard about the cow. out in McCook. So anyway, thanks for the Slackers for filling us in on that. You kind of moved the show along proper way today.
They're good for content.
If you'd like to listen to the show again, I know a lot of you would. Go to our podcast section, download the podcast, and listen to the show at your convenience throughout the day here today. Better yet, make plans to be here again tomorrow at 7 for a Huddle Up on Extreme Sports. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the weather. We'll see you again tomorrow.
You've been listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports. Join us every weekday morning from 7 until 8 on Extreme Sports.